We're back. What if I did that for like 10 minutes? What if I just went... Now, you listen to that for maybe a minute. You know, you get a minute in, I'm still doing that, but at what point do you fast forward? I mean, if you're watching it live, you just sit there. Most people watch the replay, though. If you fast forward, 5 minutes in, you try to figure out when I actually start talking, and you say, let me go 2 minutes in. I guess 5 minutes. Crazy, right? You're like, I don't need to go 5 minutes in. You go 2 minutes in, I'm still going. You go 3 minutes, you're like, what the? You go 3 minutes in, I'm still going. You start to get a little annoyed. You're like, what is this? You go 4 minutes in, still going. You say, what the? You go 5 minutes in, still going. At that point, you can say, what the fuck? You fast forward 15 minutes in, still going. You'll say, what the fuck is going on here? You go 30 minutes in, still going. You go an hour in, still going. It's a 3-hour fucking recording. And you go 2 hours and 45 minutes in, and I'm still going. And it's not like a recording. It's not like I did that for a minute and then looped it over and over. No, I just sit there for 3 hours and went. Because people somebody watches the whole thing, and they're like, no, there was parts where it kind of changed up. The rhythm changed up. I don't think that was a loop or anything. And maybe like an hour and 37 minutes in, I say something. You'd only hear it if you watch. I'm not going to do that, but wouldn't that be something? Wouldn't that be something? I'm buying a lighter today. Payday. All that overtime on the check. Yeah, like 45 hours on this one. When payday comes, you worked overtime, but when payday comes, you regret not working more overtime. You could have got more. There was opportunities to get another hour or two, maybe 3, maybe 4. But you said, 10 hours enough. I'm going home. Fuck's sake. I'm going to live in this motherfucker. But then payday comes and you think about all that extra money you would have had. And you think about what you did when you got off work. You worked the 10 hours and you went home. So I'm taking my ass home. I'm done. And you went home and did nothing. You laid around. You played the game. You did nothing. Laid on your fucking ass. Lollygagged around. And, that's your right. You're tired. You worked all fucking day. But, you could have, David Goggins got the right idea. You should have just manned up and stayed and got all of the overtime. Took every damn bit of it. That's what you should have done. But you didn't do that. And then the opportunity will come again and you'll say, nah, I'm going home. 10 hours, that's enough. You'll do it again. And that's why you don't have a yacht. You understand? You understand what separates us from the rich people? It's not, some people exploit people. Yes. Okay? Why does that have to be said every single time? Why do we have to have this conversation about, some people are stealing people's shit, and you protest and defend those people when we try to lock them up. You said I can't shoot somebody comes in your house in the middle of the night, tries to steal your shit. So, how can you get ahead when people are breaking in? How can you save money and get ahead in life when people keep breaking in your house and stealing your TV, your PlayStation? You got to keep going out and buying a new one. Because the motherfuckers keep stealing it. TV gone, the PlayStation gone. Hell, some people even steal motherfuckers' dog. Steal your dog. You come home, that dog's gone. What a pussy-ass dog, huh? Should have bit that son of a bitch. Now the dog went with him. The dog was like, I'm getting the fuck out of here. Fuck this motherfucker. The guy had a steak, he said, and the dog said, oh, hell yeah. This man got a steak. Awful. Yeah, some people are born with money, that's true, but there was a point somewhere down the line, the family line, where there wasn't no money, and some motherfucker, see, the point still stands, some motherfucker worked his ass off. He didn't go home and get on the game. I mean, there wasn't a game. There really wasn't a lot to do back then, like there is now. So, you know, you kind of just said, I might as well stay at work. I'm going to go home. What am I going to go, like, lay on a bale of hay or something? When you going to go home to your cold house? Because it's like... And you died in your 30s anyway, so it was like, well, I better get to work and some money. At 35, you were done. You were gone. Actually, that's not true, but you know, who cares? Be retarded. Keep believing retarded shit liberals told you. The life expectancy was lower back then because babies died a lot, so it drove the shit down. It's not actually because everyone died at 30 fucking 5. I don't know, the liberals told you that. They told me that too. They told us a lot of things, these liberals. Click it or tick it. Put a beat to that and rap over it. I don't think there's anything left in this. We might have reached the end. Not even a flame. What's a love without desire, a flame without a fire? Oh, there it is. That shit came out strong, too. That shit held for like fucking 2-3 seconds. The lighter said, I got something left in the tank. I got a little left in this tank. It's cold outside. It's your weather report. It's fucking freezing. Winter's here. It's here early. It's that fuck fall. Winter's here. Felt like 16 degrees the other day. But what's fucking new? It's called seasons. They've happened all my life. Who gives a shit? You put a fucking jacket on. If that's not enough, you just put a hoodie on. If that's not enough, you put another one on with a jacket. If you're inside, you turn the heat on. If you have no heat, better get some heat. Better get some goddamn heat. Better get a blanket. I got COVID. I didn't even go outside. I was asleep. I just woke up a couple hours ago. I had to get up. I can't sleep all night. I got work tonight. Fuck. Got to get up so I can sleep later. Can't wake up at 8 in the morning. What the? What the? Can't wake up at 8 in the morning. Fresh in the morning and go to work at 11 at night. The hell? Why can you see the Northern Lights in these places? What's going on with that? Is that normal? I don't think that's normal. What does that mean? I don't know nothing about interest rates. Fuck, I know about that shit. I don't know what the fuck they're going to do. They're going to do what Donald Trump tells them to do. What they're going to do. They're going to listen to Trump. Weirdos were acting like it was a sign of the end times or something. I don't know. I figured it's probably happened before. That's the problem with these conspiracy theory people, man. When you get my age and your whole life you've been listening to this shit, well, you know what came true and what didn't. And, you know, I like Alex Jones, but I've seen that motherfucker. I mean, he's done things on his show where it's like he fell for some stupid fake video or something. Because I looked the shit up. I actually looked it up. Like, what is this? He showed some shit on his show one time. It was like China had created a sun or something. He had this video and everything. I was like, what the fuck? And I was like, what? I was like, no. I was like, I'm going to look this up. Like, I'm going to look into this because I was interested in it. Like, what the hell? They created a sun. And when you look into the video, it's fucking not, that's not even what it is. Can't remember what it was, but it had nothing to do with that. And then you see the real video, like in, you know, it's in a better quality. Think about these conspiracy theory people. Sometimes they take a good quality video and they make it grainy. You know, they make it fucking, you know, I guess that works. I guess it does something to your brain where it makes you go, oh, what is this? And with the AI shit now, who can believe anything? I seen Snoop Dogg wrestling an alligator this morning. Now, I knew it was AI. But we're not that far away from it being where you just really can't tell. And there have been videos where people fell for them, where people were like, what? But I've started to notice that my brain has like changed. Like, so I see these videos, like the one everybody fell for was like the kangaroo trying to get on a plane. Now, you should have saw that and went, what the? No, this must be some Photoshop or something. It's some bullshit. But it was done so well, people fell for it. And we know people want to take all these animals on the plane for something. We know that's a real thing. So it's like, oh, fuck, now they're taking kangaroos. But now, you know, I start to see stuff and I'm just like, no, that's not real. Obviously, it's not real because that doesn't happen. Like, no matter how good it looks, I'm like, no. No. That's the way it's going to get. You're going to see things. It's going to look really good, and you're going to go, nah, come on. That's some AI. You're going to say, that AI is getting so good now, I can't really tell, but this is bullshit. There's no way it's a real thing that I'm looking at. This is crazy. It's like the Jew in the bathroom that everyone was sending me. Some dude in full Jewish garb, all fucking wearing that crazy shit they wear. I don't know what it's called. The big ass hat and all the bullshit they wear. And he was in the women's bathroom. All these women are like freaking out, filming him and shit. And, you know, I got to thinking about that and I was like, man, this shit could be AI for all I know. This could be some AI shit. Because the quality was kind of, you know, maybe when you got an AI video, you turn the quality down a little bit in like Photoshop or something. And it makes it look, you know, it makes it look more convincing because it's not you know, it's not all clear and stuff where you can really look at it and go, oh, look at this shit. It's fake. No, it's just make it look kind of shitty. Let's make it look like it was filmed on a cell phone. I mean, there have to be some people out there that are really good with this stuff. Everybody can access it, so there, obviously there are people that are really skilled with it, and they're going to be able to make things. And you're going to fall for it. You're not going to know because they're going to make the AI video, then they're going to take it in video editing software, and they're going to do shit to it, and people are going to fall for it. See, the AI just makes it so much easier. They can make these like videos. They can create these things. It would take so much time to do it themselves in like some video thing, but the AI can make it in a few minutes. And then they can take that and go into that editor and they can start fucking with it. It speeds things up. So get ready for this. This shit gonna be everywhere. By 2028 presidential election, I mean that's that's 3 years from now. There's gonna be a lot. I mean, this AI is gonna be good. Three more years? You don't think it's going to be able to make flawless videos that you can't tell the difference in 3 years? From right now, from where it's at right now, you don't see that 3 years from now is going to be crazy. Right when the president election is going on. And there will be AI will be used heavy in these elections. And people's going to get busted doing it, and it's not going to matter. There's going to be debates on whether or not shit's real or not. It's going to be a shit show. What a joke. And enjoy the black screen. Quit crying. Fucking crying. The quality we see on this stream here is equal to the revenue generated by the stream. I mean, this is what you get. This is what you get. Be grateful. This is what you get for free. This. What do you expect to have fucking a studio or something? What are you expecting here? The fuck are you expecting? I'm gonna buy a tripod? I'm not buying shit to hold this phone. I'm gonna hold it in my hand. No. I'm gonna lay it right there. And you're gonna stare into the void that you created, that your trolling led you to. Right here where you are now. Staring into the abyss. Staring into the abyss. Staring into the abyss. This is the amount of effort you get for free. That's what you get. You don't get the topics laid out for you in individual videos, which is more convenient for you. Why do you get that? You don't pay nothing. It's a free service. This is a free service provided by me. You ain't paying for it. And you want quality service for free. It's insane. You're like the people in New York. You'd vote Mondani. The bus should be free. How can the bus be free, man? Got to put gas in it. You got to maintain the bus. Maybe if we could raise the bus price a little bit, the bus be a little bit nicer while we're sitting in this motherfucker. And there'd be less fucking weirdo bums in this bitch. And we could enjoy the bus ride a little bit better. Is that worth $6 a day? Is that worth $6 a trip, buddy? Can we go from 3 to 6? No? Okay, well, hush then. Get stabbed in the back by some lunatic. You know how many people would pay for like a bus or a train, something nice quality transportation, if they knew that fucking lunatics weren't going to be on it with them? If they knew some guy wasn't going to get up and start dancing in the middle of the fucking aisle, prancing around, and then people are just going to sit there and look at their phones and mind their goddamn business until they reach their destination. How peaceful does that sound? We're all going to sit here like civilized people, and we're going to look at our phones, and we're going to get off at our destination. We're not going to start arguing with each other. We're not going to start stabbing each other. We're going to sit here quietly, peacefully. Nobody wants to hear your conversation. Hush. People have been at work all day. They're on that dirty, disgusting train going home. They don't listen to you. They don't listen to you yapping. Of course, you can't put your headphones in and listen to a podcast. You might get stabbed in the fucking back. You got to be aware. You got to have all your senses present, ready to go. You got to see. You got to hear. You got to smell. You got to taste. You got to feel. You see what happened to that girl? She was just sitting on her phone like a civilized human being. She was just doing what normal people do. And a savage just said, fuck it, I'm going to kill this bitch. I'm going to kill her. Insane. I do regular streaming now. You guys love to create a fantasy to feel like victims. You have the victim mentality. It's so funny, all the projection. You have the victim mentality. I'm watching a free stream, and I deserve all this stuff. You don't deserve anything. You don't deserve a free bus. You don't deserve food. You don't deserve health care. You don't deserve anything. That's the cold reality of life. And when you tell people this, they're like, oh, how could you say that? I don't deserve health care. No, you don't deserve it. Now, we can have a society where you can have it when you actually need it. But it's not going to be free because there are people who have to provide this service and they have to be paid, just like you at your job. So this is their job and they have to make money. And how do you propose we get that money to pay them if we don't charge you something? Now, you shouldn't be charged $1,000 for the ambulance to take you to the hospital 2 miles away, but that's probably caused by the government getting involved in it in the first fucking place. When the government gets involved in this stuff, it don't ever go well. Government serves a role, but it's, clearly it's not to provide you with health insurance. It doesn't work. And people want to live in this fantasy world that's never going to exist. This world where you're going to get the same health care as a rich person. You're not. Money talks. Welcome to life. So maybe you should go get a job and get serious about having some type of money so you can get some. And you live in a great country, so even if you're not, a multimillionaire, you just have a fucking job, you're probably going to get health insurance, the benefits. But then people get upset when they have like some terminal illness and the government won't, or this insurance won't like fund, because they know you're not going to live. You're just not going to live. And they got your whole history. They know you smoke and you drink and all this shit. And it's like, it's not. That's just the way it is. That's just the way it is. What other way is there? The government gives you health care. That doesn't work. You got to wait in line for it. You need a cancer. You need to get tested for some cancer or something. They say, oh yeah, sure. We got an appointment a year from now. Well, what the fuck? You'd be dead by then. So clearly that doesn't work. You know, everything's got problems. So you gotta pick what you got your options, and you gotta pick one. You can have government controlled, and you can wait and wait. You'll eventually get it, but you'll be waiting and waiting and waiting. And the quality of the care will be fucking garbage. Or you can earn some money, you know. So if something happens to you, if you're so damn worried about it, you can have some money to take care of it. Or here's a third option: you can just stop giving a shit about all that and just live your fucking life and realize you're gonna die anyway, like everybody dies. So everyone dies. You're not living forever. They're not gonna cure death. They're not doing shit. They're gonna die too. That's the thing. All these people trying to cure death, they're just gonna die. They're gonna die. It's over. And sometimes I think you people are so sick because you are always at the doctor. It seems you're always there, getting checked up on, getting this and getting that. If you're so worried about your fucking health, won't you stop eating like shit? Stop smoking. Stop drinking. Start going to the gym. Start getting off your lazy ass, walking around. Practical fucking things. No, these people don't do any of that shit, and then they're so worried about health care. Clearly, you're not worried about health care. You're not worried about your fucking health at all. So shut the fuck up. You're sitting there hitting a vape talking about health care. We need good health care. Why don't you put the vape down so you won't need it later on in life? Maybe it's time to put the vape down. The vape has a moment, and then you put it down. What an idea. And then you don't need to be put on an oxygen machine when you're old. You don't need an oxygen machine. All you need is the fresh air. And then you won't need to beg Chuck Schumer to shut the government down and save you. Everyone gets health care in this country. It's just absurd. If you break your fucking leg and go to the hospital, they're gonna fucking put a cast on it. They're gonna, They're not gonna be like, get the fuck out of here, broke bum. That never happens. You know why? I'm a broke bum. I know. What are you talking about? If my broke ass can get hurt and go to the hospital and get treatment, I mean, how bad can it be? I'm not seeing that. I'm just not seeing it. I've never had an issue getting healthcare services. And the current healthcare services, the way y'all talk, are terrible. So why put your money into them at all? Why give them your money if you say it sucks anyway? So the only real option is to just say fuck it, live your life, and it is what it is. When you die, you die. It's your time. You're done. What other option is there? The healthcare you buy is too expensive and it's terrible. And when you really need it for some life-threatening shit, it'll be there. It won't be there for you. Now, it'll help you it'll pay for your leg to get a cast on it and everything. But here's the thing: if I go to the hospital with a broken leg, they're gonna put a cast on it, and they're not gonna fucking ask me for cash or anything. They're just gonna fucking treat me, and then I'm gonna walk out. So, what's the health insurance for? Help me understand what that's for. if it's not going to be there for me when it can save my life, but it'll pay for the cast to put. Now here's the thing: medical debt, they don't. There's nothing they can do by law to you. I had a lawyer told me that. He's like, there's nothing. They can't do anything. So what is going on in this goofy ass country where what is the point of paying these insane prices? Why not just stop paying for your health insurance and bankrupt these companies and tell them to go fuck themselves? If you hate them so much, isn't that better than killing a child's father in the street? Isn't that a fairer, more realistic option, just to take your money and say, I'm not paying for this shit no more? Because this is a ripoff. Fuck this shit. Y'all want my business, you gotta fucking do better than this. See, that's capitalism, but y'all are just paying this shit because you're fucking paranoid about death or something. I don't fucking know. But it's a fucking scam as far as I can see. I don't know what Vox was talking about. That motherfucker live in England. He's supposed to have greatest healthcare in the world. Clearly not. Mental health services ain't working, that's for sure. That's for damn sure. Ain't no mental health care going on. People stabbing motherfuckers, dude. Jesus. It's just fucking insane. And then you have illegal aliens. I mean, that's what they do. They just go to the emergency room, get their leg fixed. Get their arm fixed. And that's another reason the healthcare is through the roof. See, the government will pay $1,000 ambulance ride. So that's why they charge that. The government will pay. Your government insurance will pay that. But if they actually had to compete in an open market with other companies, I'm telling you, there's other companies going to come in there and go, shit, we can get that price down. It's competition. That's how you get these prices down, competition. Who can compete with the government in a price war, in a who's got more money? The government. Government just they print the money. You got to get government out of it. That's the first thing you got to do. Trump's right about that. You got to get that Obamacare shit out of here. Get them out of this. I mean, when they were trying to fine you for not having health insurance, like, what in the world? That's what Obama tried to do. They just want to tax the shit out of people. You're so broke, you don't have health care. Let's tax these people, take more of their money. It's the dumbest shit I ever heard in my life. From so-called, the Democrats, they love people. They love everybody. They love poor people so much. They don't. Look at your paycheck and look how much money they take out for taxes. That's how much they love you. And the same people that take that money out tell you how they want to get more money for you. They want to help you out all the cost of living. Well, maybe it'd be a little bit easier to live if you give me that $200 you're taking out every check. When I look at my check and it's like, well, gross, it would have been like 900 something. I get like 800. Well, goddamn. What the fuck? Now, it seems like you could just give me that money. That would be, would that stimulate the economy? People got money. That's a way to give everybody a raise immediately. Give everybody more money. But, oh, God, if you did that, you couldn't fund all this bullshit. All this unnecessary bullshit we have. You couldn't feed all these bums that don't want to work, so they have a bunch of kids and sit at home. And then we have to pretend that those people don't exist. We have to pretend. We have to talk about the elderly and the disabled. As if we can't have a separate program for those people. As if we can't create a program for the elderly and disabled. No. Are there 40 million elderly and disabled people? I mean, are they all on food stamps? I see old people working all the time. Have they opened the government up yet? Or is Rad Paul holding things up? Rad Paul was like, nah, nah, nah. Like, what? Like, Rad Paul is a grandstander. It's like, it's not about you, Rad. Tell me Rad Paul is not a fucking giant ass grandstander. It's fucking, there's a government shutdown going on, and it comes to an end. We got a deal reached. We're going to end it. And then the next thing you see is like, oh, Rad Paul is going to hold it up for like 20 more hours. Why are we even hearing about Rad Paul right now? Why does he got to insert himself into this? He's got to be standing at the end. He's the last man standing. It's the gayest shit. It's just like that tweet him and Massey made. Oh, sitting in here. We didn't want to go hang out with Trump anyway. It's the gayest fucking shit. These dudes are dorks. That's what you gotta understand. These are dorks. They wanted to go hang out with Trump. They didn't get invited. They're mad about it for real. You know, some people really don't give a shit. Like John Fetterman doesn't give a single fuck about nothing. John Fetterman really doesn't care if he gets invited somewhere, if you like him, if you vote for him. He doesn't really give a shit. Fetterman don't give no fucks. I don't think I've ever seen someone not care like Fetterman. Like, he don't care what you got. If he makes you mad, he's just going to tell you how he feels about it. That's the way it is. Fetterman's not making a tweet like, I didn't want to go to the Oval Office anyway. And that's why he gets invited, you see. Because he's not a dork. And these two dorks didn't get invited because it's gay. Like, when Rand Paul is standing at the end of the shutdown, he's the last man standing. It's the gayest shit. And Trump sees that. You're not that important. I like Rand Paul, but you're not that important. You got your little thing you do on Christmas, around Christmas every year. You got your little things you do. But you're not that important. You're not Ron Paul. That's for sure. And then Thomas Massey. I mean, my God. Everybody's talking about Epstein. Thomas Massey's outside the courtroom with some of the victims doing a... Enough. Thomas Massey suddenly, my God, he becomes Alex Jones. Suddenly, out of nowhere, Thomas Massey cares so much about this issue. He doesn't. He don't like Trump because he's not in the club. He's not part of the cool kids club with Trump. And he's not, and all his life, he's a nerd. All his life. He's been a nerd. And so now you're seeing Thomas Massey's trying to create his own club. He's got Rand Paul. It's actually crazy how these men will be with a girl for like 30, 40 years marriage. And then she'll die. And then he'll totally change his appearance. Look like a totally different guy. And then he's like, oh, I'm banging some 30-year-old chick. And that's all right. It's all right to be banging the 30-year-old chick. But Thomas Massey's like a year after his wife died. He's like, I'm marrying this woman. I'm like, what the fuck? I mean, you've been with your wife like 40 years. I mean, it's not. I understand you go get some pussy. You're a man. I understand. But you're getting married like a year and a half later? The 40 years of marriage? I mean, my God. And he's bringing up his ex-wife in the post or his dead wife. It's like, what? It's just fucking weird. Thomas Massey's had a bad year, man, I'm telling you. Because he just looks goofy. He's shed that kind of like nerd, I'm a good guy image. I think he shedded a lot of it. I've seen a lot of people in the comments like, what the fuck? I mean, maybe when your wife dies, maybe don't, I don't know, maybe it's, I mean, damn, you get married a year and a half later. I mean, how long was you talking to this chick? 6 months? A year? I mean, I'm just. I mean, it is actually insane to be with somebody for like 40 years and then get remarried like a year and a half later. It is insane. It's insane. And it's not a good look to the country folks. I don't think it's good for Thomas Massey. We'll see when he runs again. I don't think this is good. And I think people are getting tired of Rand Paul too. Here's Rand Paul grandstand. I'm keeping the government shut down for 20 more hours. Why? Like, why? Why, Rand? What the fuck is wrong with you? Why? And why does Rand Paul always do shit like this? Why don't I always have to hear about him doing some goofy shit like this? You know what Rand Paul is? He's our Cory Booker. Like, that's what he is. He does all this meaningless fucking bullshit. These meaningless speeches that don't change a thing, don't mean nothing. Stand on the House floor and blah, blah, blah. Stand on the Senate floor, blah, blah, blah. Him and Massey. And it don't get nothing done. They're ineffective and irrelevant at the end of the day. And that's why the left kind of likes them, because they just, they're easy to goof on, and they're. But Thomas Massey's like, I got a hot young wife now. I got a hot young wife. I grew a beard. I'm not a nerd anymore. And I'm going to take on Donald Trump. People are saying he should run for president. I mean, will you stop? Will you stop? Thomas Massey, the president. That's who you're sending over there to deal with Hamas. Thomas Massey. You can send in Rand Paul. They're like, how do we stop all these drugs? These boats are coming in with all these drugs. Rand Paul's like, we detain them. We intercept the boats. We detain them. We bring them to American land. We give them a trial with a jury of their peers. It's like, what the fuck, Rand Paul? No, Rand Paul. And Trump's like, we're just going to blow the boats up. Kill everybody on the boat. And that's so much cheaper. It seems like it's cheaper. I don't know how much the missile costs, but let's compare the missile cost to the price to bring them here, to go detain them, which you got to put people at risk to detain these people. That means other people got to go to the boat and intercept it and detain them. Now, what happens if you get a firefight and then people die? How about we just blow these drug boats up? If you don't want to get blown up in a drug boat, then don't get in a drug boat and try to drive it. It seems very easy not to avoid getting killed by this. It seems like a very easy thing. Don't get in a drug boat. Don't go down to Colombia and get some drugs and get in a boat and start heading to America with it, because you might get hit with that. You know how the balls you got to have to be still doing that? These guys that get on these boats, still doing it. Every time I see them blow up another one, I'm like, damn, they still doing it. They're still getting on these damn boats. You know, there's a lot of arguments, too, about I ain't getting on that fucking boat. Nah, we got to find another way. I'm not getting on the boat, buddy. And Trump said he won't start. Trump said if they start coming through the land, he'll kill them on the land. My God, damn. Is that not how you handle gang members? I just don't. That's the language they speak. That's how they handle things. They kill people. And Trump said, all right, we're going to do it. We're going to get on your level. We'll kill you. Yeah, I've seen the submarines there. I've seen them getting captured. I mean, what the fuck? Trump's going to take over South America. And fucking deportations are ramping up. As I said they would. A lot of people are applying for ICE. A lot of people want to deport the illegals. They want them out. I mean, it's a job, you know. People need jobs. You can be an ICE agent. There's plenty of illegal aliens to get out of here. There's millions of them. So, if you're looking for work, go become an ICE agent. Go apply. Hell with it. You could be out there. You're like, deportations are not going fast enough. Well, get your ass out there. Get your ass out there. Go apply. Every time you see somebody say that deportations aren't going fast enough, send them an application to ICE. Send them a link. I don't see you out there getting them out. $50,000 to sign on. Damn. Trump's building an army. They can learn. Gotta learn Spanish. Have they sent Maryland man out of here yet? I mean, how many trials he get? How much due process do you get? I mean, at what point have you had enough due process? You lose, go home. Eventually, we'll see some headline. It'll say, Trump quietly allows Maryland man to stay. We'll read it like after Trump's not president anymore. We'll see it. It'll say, the Trump administration in its final act quietly allows Maryland man to stay in Maryland. He'll stay in Maryland. All this bullshit for nothing. Why is it so hard to get this one motherfucker out? Will the Maryland man ever leave? Will they ever deport him? I'm trying to figure out where to send him. He keeps saying, I can't go there. He don't want to go there. Of course you don't. Too bad. You're not supposed to be here, guy. You're not supposed. You know you're not supposed to be here. Tried to send him home. When we sent him home, they put his ass in prison. What's that tell you? What's that tell you about a Maryland man? Oh. I'm about to get off here and watch a movie. I wish you well, though.